Hello class, today we're going to take notes on Education Protects Women from Abuse by Olga Khazan. Now this text goes along with the Vindication of the Rights of Women, although they're written in two completely different time periods. Quick start. Imagine you have been invited to promote a United Nations program designed to achieve gender equality and empower and educate women to combat inequality. What ideas would you have for this presentation? Just think about it. We can't discuss with a partner, but think like, what ideas would you have to promote gender equality and empower and educate women? Now, the first concept we're going to study with this is making predictions. Now, text features are design elements of a text that may include titles, subtitles, headings, pull quotes, and boldface or italicized text. You'll find a variety of text features in magazine and newspaper articles because they help attract readers' attention. You can use text features to make predictions about an article's subject matter, key ideas, and the author's purpose. Think of like any magazine you've seen, Vogue magazine, People magazine, Time, whatever, right? There are a lot of text features that get people's attention. The same can exist in informative articles as well. So here, looking at this magazine spread, what text features do you see? Well, we have an image, we have a large title, a large font title, we have a pull quote. You notice the beginnings of important paragraphs have that capital letter. And these are just a few of the text features present in this magazine. What are the genre elements of an article? Well, it provides factual information on a topic or recent event, includes evidence to support ideas, often contains text features, and appears in print or online newspaper magazines. Now, let's analyze some graphic features. A multimodal text combines two or more ways of communicating, such as text, graphic features, and audio. Think of like when you read a news article and it's got a hyperlink embedded into it, or it also has pictures embedded into it. That is a multimodal text. I think like when you go on any news website and you're scrolling through, and then all of a sudden like a news anchor starts reading the story, and you're like, what? That's auditory. This approach offers the reader a rich learning experience. You're relaying the information in multiple ways because, let's face it, we all learn in different ways, and so some people are visual. They need to see the pictures. Some people would rather just read. Some people need to listen to things. And then kinesthetic means like movement, but that's not necessarily in a multimodal text. But maybe if like a kid's magazine where it has you fold the pages and flip things back and forth so you see a picture or whatever. For example, graphic features can provide at-a-glance information that is difficult to convey in the text. A thematic map is a map focused on a specific theme or subject. If we look at the example on the right, this is a map that shows the population change by county. So you can see based on this map what areas have had a larger population and which ones have not. A scatter plot graph is a type of graph that uses points to show the relationship between two sets of data. You should have done this in math in middle school. Now, a few language conventions. These are not things that are new. Direct quotation places where the author uses exact words of speaker or writer. You'll see quotation marks around these. An indirect quotation uses one's own words to paraphrase another writer's work. So an example of a direct quote. Franklin D. Roosevelt said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." Notice that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself is in quotation marks, which means he actually said these words in that order. An indirect quotation would mean paraphrasing. So in the indirect quotation example, Franklin D. Roosevelt said that we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Now this is very similar, but still not in the exact order that it was quoted, so you don't use quotation marks, you are just paraphrasing. That's the end of the notes for today. Make sure you've taken thorough notes. When class starts, we're going to go ahead and start reading right away, so be prepared with your book.